Having a child is a blessing, and every child is unique. We promote healthy child development. There are 4 areas of development to consider in children: physical skills, speech and language skills, personal skills, and social-emotional skills. We understand neurodevelopmental disorders. There are conditions like developmental delay, autism spectrum disorder, and ADHD. Assessing them means the assessment of a child's strengths and needs and set up a plan to help. We manage the needs of children with neurodisabilities, like seen in genetic syndromes, epilepsy, cerebral palsy, and neuromuscular disorders. We are advocates of safety and safeguarding children. We are experts in child protection from abuse and neglect, and assessing the health needs for children in care, so-called looked-after children, and advising for children's safety, including children media safety. As a carer for a child, you need to observe the following. 1. Physical development. Children in average around 6 months can roll over. Around 10 months can crawl and pull themselves to stand, and has mature pincer grip. Around 15 months can walk alone, and by 18 months makes marks with crayons. 2. Speech and language development. Children in average around 3 to 4 months can coo and laugh, and at 7 months can turn to soft sounds out of sight. At 12 months can say 2 to 3 words other than mama and dada, and by 2 years can use 2 or more words to make a simple phrase. 3. Personal skills development. Children in average by 12 months can drink from a cup, by 18 months can use a spoon, and by 2 years can pull off some clothing. 4. Social and emotional development. Children in average around 6 months can respond to simple gestures, and by 12 months can wave bye-bye, and by 2 years can play symbolic play. Humans are neurodiverse, which means various people excel in various things. That's why child development can vary even between twin siblings. Sometimes children might suffer medical conditions that might affect their development. You might become concerned about your child's development if, for example, they are not walking at 18 months, or not speaking at 2 years, or they don't socialize with other children and are not able to communicate, or displaying unusual behavior, or they cannot sustain attention to complete simple activities and they are extremely active and not able to sit still. In such cases, you should consider seeing a specialist. Chromosome and genes are the code of our makeup. Sometimes, while still inside their mum's tummy, children might become exposed to untoward events that might affect their health and development. Or accidentally, their chromosomes and genes might become disordered. If you notice that your child at 6 months is still unable to lift their head, or has a floppy trunk, or has stiff arms and legs, or displaying unusual body movements, or you are concerned that they look different, seeing a specialist is recommended. Children are vulnerable human beings. They should be safeguarded against harm. For some children, life can be difficult. They might become exposed to what is called adverse childhood experiences. For example, they could be abused physically, sexually, or verbally. Or they could be neglected physically or emotionally. Or their parents might have a drug or alcohol addiction, or they might suffer from mental health illnesses. Or the children might be exposed to domestic violence or criminal offences. Those children need protection, as they are much more likely to experience developmental, mental, and health problems as they grow up. Children who lost their parents or their parents are unable to care for them, they might live in special children institutes or with other families. They are so-called looked-after children. They need to be seen by medical specialists who understand their needs. And children most importantly need safety and safeguarding in the age of media. Exposure to media can bring many benefits as well as many harms. Consult an expert if you are in doubt. Whether they are at home, out and about, or online, children are vulnerable to danger and abuse. Unintentional injuries are the most common cause of death in small children, in particular by fire and hot surfaces, choking, falling, drowning, poisoning, and road traffic accidents. Keeping children safe is the first principle of childcare. The second one is to let children play. Playing benefits children's health, enhances children's physical and language development, improves emotional stability, and it makes children much happier. Plus, it boosts creativity, helps confidence and self-control, and above all, it strengthens the bond of your family. So be safe and play. In Safe Child Developmental Centre, we have many years of worldwide high-standard experience in child development and children well-being. Visit our website to know more at www.safecdc.com.